idea that it's like you're part of like an alien species.
Yeah.
It came from the 40K thing of alien race being referred to as Xenos.
Yeah.
And then I also actually looked it up. Apparently it has origins in ancient Greece.
Yeah, it's in the Greek word, yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually...
Yeah, I picked it years ago, like in the 90s, for like an online handle. I always use it, but I thought you were writing me a message that day.
So I am not the only one working on this. I'm doing all the programming and kind of design stuff, and all the art was done by a classmate of mine who's not here today. And where's the let's do it in here. Such a minor thing that I just added that I absolutely freaking love. My knobs rotate.
Yeah.
It is such a little thing, but I love it. There's a few other little interesting features, like you can change the music that's playing to default ones. You can also add your own MP3 files, so it'll play the music in game.
Wow.
Something that came to mind when I was making the original idea for the game. I was like, I gotta add that now. Yeah, let's start. There is the story. This is probably one of the most closest placeholders left, as we're going to try and change that to more graphic-based rather than just a wall of text like it currently is. We have controls, which is quite clean. And we'll start. First run, I get the woohoo. It's not a guaranteed chance. It's basically a 50-50 shot. Every time you get off the ramp, you go woohoo.
I didn't notice that, but it's not a guaranteed.
It explodes, the debris goes flying. Currently, it's just the handle and the propeller, but there's going to be more debris. All I have to do is add more objects to the array, and it'll spit them out. Now we're at the upgrade screen. So this is the main thing of the project. We all had to make an upgrade game. So you get distance equals money, so you can buy your upgrades. Just buy the first 3. You can see them fill out here. My artist did a fantastic job with all the art. She's done great with this. There isn't autosave yet, is why there's the big save button. Personally, I wasn't intending to add autosave, but with the feedback I got yesterday, I might actually make it a toggle, so like an option, so you can turn on autosave if you want. Because it's specifically set up in that way because the last 2 upgrades of every tier locks you out of the other one. So you can only have one of the 2. I'm not gonna make the lake this time.
Your gas. Your gas.
Alright, let's buy the engine upgrade and the firework boost.
I don't know if I got to see the whole lake thing yet.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
a bunch of just little things that I really enjoy. Like once we get to the lake, you'll see, oh, the explosion is pushing me down. Don't know why.
Oh, no.
It does that a lot. It happens sometimes with the boost. There's still some issues, like ironing out some little bugs. Oh, but I got enough to buy the other. Okay, let's see if I can at least get to the lake. Okay, there we go. It's at least turning in a way that it corrects itself properly now. Alright. So if you watch the little lake icon on the progress bar, you'll see it does a thing when you actually reach it. And there's also the fun mechanic of skipping off the water.
Yeah. That's cute.
And then there's a little pulse when you actually pass the icons, so it kind of notifies you. I'm going to be adding a sound effect as well, and yeah, a lot of just little features, like the different regions are quite interesting. I'm thinking of also adding achievements, so like maybe one for getting directly into the volcano.
That'd be cool.
I noticed a lot of the times when I was getting original playtesting done is a lot of people were really focusing on the floating collectibles, which they're not intended to be the main focus. They're kind of meant to be more incidental. Like sometimes if you'll get the fuel or if you get the coin, it's an extra $1,000 for your run per coin. Part of the reason why we also kept it third person, for first person rather than third person for the 3D is we do still have the idea of possibly making it in VR.
Oh my.
Oh my! Oh my!
That's an achievement. See if I can get the full flip and then correct it that way.
Front flip achievement.
Let's see. I do want to see if I can get the warp booster because it's another one of those just little things that's just fun. Okay, there we go. Should be able to get some good distance this run. It is also just interesting trying to create basically a simulated flight physics without actually a dedicated flight physics engine. So it's a lot of just like, it's a constant force object that does like your player movement and everything's still physics based. So like that's why you kind of rotate weirdly, is that it's the actual physics affecting the body of the character.
Is the movement mechanical as well, or is that like are you like bending the?
No, it's just the actual. There's no. That's part of the thing. I'm trying to simulate that without actually having that,
Right.
which is kind of not an easy thing to do.
No.
Okay, it's 10,000. All right, see if I can do one more run like that, and I can get the warp booster. I have messed with the balance of it, so it takes quite a bit longer to get the later upgrades now. You used to be able to get them like just past the volcano, and then you just beat the run right after. Just
I think I beat it pretty early when I.
Let's see if I can correct the.
Goodness, some acrobatics.
So close. Oh,
Time for a nap.
alright. I find if I just don't touch the mouse when I launch, it tends not to mess it up. There we go. This part of it currently is entirely just done through mouse control. There's no need for the keyboard or anything. So you can play the entire thing one-handed, which I currently am doing.
Nice.
Yeah, out of all of the art stuff, there's only two things I can personally make a claim on. One of them is the very basic wind effect when you're using your booster. I made that using the Unity particle system. And the upcoming warp booster effect, which I also, again, made using the particle system.
It's come quite a way since first, like when you first showed it off. So like
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
definitely-
basic now. All this really nice art and stuff.
Well, it's all in, I have a playlist on YouTube just showing even like the basics. We have to do a video submission with each one, and they're all in the same playlist. If you look at like the first one, it's really just like a plane with a thing that slides. down
Yeah.
it.
So yeah.
This, okay, see, got the warp booster.
This is fun.
Oh my.
And it just warps you right above the lake. So
Cool.
it gives you like a 3-kilometer head start.
Nice. Do you have like a magnet power up to suck things in?
There isn't one, but I did make it so the collectibles, if you can actually line them up, aren't too hard to collect. Like, it's more better to line them up in the distance though. Like, I can see if I can collect this fuel tank. Actually, if I collect this fuel tank, I might be able to win the run. See if I can get to the ending of this, because one of the things I did as a kind of recent change, which was there, I think for the last 2 updates now, is your engine still gives you a constant forward boost, where it used to not. So the moment you ran out of fuel, you're just like stuck going where you're going. Now you can kind of still redirect. Okay, I don't think I'll actually finish it. Yeah, at least I was able to get the 1 pickup. Close to finishing it. I don't think.
It's full right there.
Did I get it? No.
So close.
Now with the better upgrades.
2 more.
Okay, I didn't need to buy that one. Oh, barely batteries.
Batteries.
Oh no.
Killing the laptop. See if I can live the end. The ending is also currently a placeholder. It's currently just some text. The artist is planning on actually doing a little comic out like ending for the actual plot. Or we'll actually have a design for the character, because currently as you're in first person, there is no player model, as you can't see it. Yeah, well, I'm finishing the last run. I can start taking questions already.
When you launch, is your mouse? Are you turning your mouse during launch? Like when you launch, you're
So
playing
go
launch.
down the ramp, you just have to hit right click.
Okay. You don't turn your mouse?
No.
That is disabled. Okay.
Yeah. The moving your mouse is completely disabled until you are actually off the
I was
ramp.
curious if that was disabled. Yeah. Okay.
It's like the moment you hit the launch booster off the ramp, it enables the control, which is why it seems to screw it up sometimes.
Yeah. It's like why are you flipping sometimes? Like
It's- I found it's basically if you're touching the mouse the moment you regain control, it'll start adding movement. Oh, I skipped off the ice river and then into the. Okay. So just pure force and see if should be able to finish with this. I have at least 2 of the final upgrades. Should definitely be able to win.
So you win by hitting the wall.
Yeah, you just hit the wall.
Any objective for like, I don't know, like having to make the right landing? Or
Well, the kind of like it's kind of like a joke ending. Is like you prove flight's possible, but escaping the valley is not. So like you're hitting the end of the valley and just exploding. So I did get the idea of maybe like possibly adding in like an endless mode where you just like can fly over near infinite terrain. This is like a fun mode that you might unlock after completing the story kind of thing.
The wall looks like to me it comes across as if there's like it's breakable, almost.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like if you hit it hard
It does
enough, you
almost
go.
look like it would like
Yeah.
I think
Kind of
that
like the
physics or
burrito
something.
bison thing where you hit the walls, they blow.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna miss it because the like, too high. There is an altitude limit that starts pushing you downwards. So if you go to that, you start getting a lot of downward force. Okay, let's just go ultra lightweight and see if I can win this.
After this one, you should wrap it up.
Yeah. Consider this the last one.
Could you explain the chain when you're upgrading there like that?
Oh yeah, that's basically trying to be a little visual representation of the fact that when you buy one, it prevents you from, like those two are linked. Is basically what it's
okay.
showing is those two upgrades. You can only have one of those upgrades. Yeah, since the material is directly based on the actual like Unity mass, having the final upgrade makes it so you basically just float because it's super lightweight. Oh, it just dimmed because it's getting really low. Your laptop's gonna die before I hit the wall.
Oh no!
Let's just full
Yeah, it should
speed.
be
Hit it!
fine.
Hit it!
Boom. All the
Awesome.
music and sounds are taken off Pixel.
Well, can you make a cutscene at the end?
The plan is to have like a
Where
little
the
comic.
player actually gets out of the plane and like...
The plan is to have a little actual comic outro, so it might have a slightly like fade in, but might somewhat of a cutscene.
Was it tough to do the auto-scrolling credits?
No, not at all.
That was not
It's just taking the regular Unity scroll view, taking the scroll bar value, and just modifying the value over time.
Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
So steal my USB back. Wherever I think I put the.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.